So then, let's go through the full 2023 Fright Nights lineup now it has been fully announced. So then, first off, I have to say, this year's teaser campaign has been yet again phenomenal. And I must say, credit to every person involved in the teaser campaign. For the past 3 years, it has just got better and better every year. I think it was a great thing this year. The teaser campaign has been incredible, and in my opinion, has been done phenomenally, because it not only sets the theme for the year and has a different thing to keep you coming every year because there's a different aspect to the teasers themselves, it builds up so much suspense with Easter eggs and hints within the teaser itself to what is to come this year. It has been phenomenal. So then, first off, I think it makes sense to start with scare zones and shows. Now I'll start with one which the description says scare zone / entertainment zone or something like that in the teaser, so I'm not sure what it looks like. It looks more along the lines of a scare zone. It might not be, and that is of course Lucifer's Lair, which is new for this year, and wow, it already looks like it's going to be very, very dark in theme and looks very much like it's going to be a lot more of a sinister scare zone. Obviously, being this is a wild guess, but with Lucifer being a demon, it's going to be very demonic, and it looked like it will be one of the higher caliber scare zones that adds an extra detail to what the Crows is, and that the Crows is quite ominous. I feel like this is going to be a lot more in your face in terms of less anticipation scares and more just going for the scares. It might not be, it might just be an entertainment zone who sometimes go and do like impact scares and stuff. I'm not sure. If you do know more about this zone, please do put it in the comments, because this is one which I'm really intrigued by, but the more I'm reading into it, the more I'm confusing myself, which it's not very difficult to confuse me, but it has happened with this one. As well as that, we have got the return of the Crows of Morecambe Meadow. Very happy with that. They were incredible last year and the year before. I think it's a great thing to have at the park. Again, scare zones are a big thing this year at Clearly Merlin Attractions, which is brilliant. It means that it's something included in your ticket price. Not going to rant about paying for mazes. I've already done that in the Towers video. Same thing applies for Thorpe. Don't agree with it no matter what. But at least the park is putting on a lot more in terms of scare zones to entertain people and not pressure you into paying to go into a maze. There is still something to go to Fright Nights for that is a Fright Nights aspect, instead of having to just pay to go in the mazes to get the full experience. So really happy with that. Can't criticise the Crows. I think they're a great thing to have at the park. I loved walking through the scare zone of the Crows last year. It's really great fun, and it's great to go through with a few mates really, because they are really good at hiding into the bales of hay and constantly caught me off guard. So it's a great thing to have at the park, and it really is a good laugh to go through. As well as that one that was announced in the teaser campaign but was also kind of very anticipated from just seeing construction at the park, and that is Death's Doors. Really happy with that. I unfortunately didn't do this last year, so I will make sure to go in it this year. From what I heard from people who did do it, it was really great, and I'm really annoyed that I forgot to do it because it sounds awesome. So this year I'm going to make sure to go in it and see what it's like, because again, another free thing in your ticket, a great thing to have, and it's a really good concept which I think is going to be really good fun, but I haven't done it yet, so I'm not going to say if it's great or not. But from every single person I've spoken to, not one of them have really criticised it. As well as that, we have got Creatures Campus, which looks like it's the replacement of what Amity High and Lycanthorpe was for many, many previous years, in that it's sort of around the Amity area with the dance show every hour. It might be, it might not be, it might be in different time periods. Great thing to have. It's really great to interact with. It means that you've got an extra thing keeping you in sort of the event mood, and even if you're just going for a ride on Stealthy, you'll obviously walk past them, and it's a great thing to interact with the event. Really great to have, and it's a brilliant thing to have shows at this event, which I think is something that every scare event needs, is some form of shows and things to go and watch at certain times. It's great to have, and it's a great added detail to the event. So then, now on to mazes. So first up, Trailers is returning again this year. Great to see. I really like that maze. I'll be honest, I really like mazes that have really great storylines that draw you into it, and I know that sounds really weird, but I've noticed when going to these events, I really like the attractions that aren't necessarily going for really in-depth scares, but the storyline's quite immersive and you want to be drawn into it, which I think Trailers does a great job of, and I really like the theming around it, so not going to criticise that. Great thing to see. I'm hoping this year it's as good as it was last Fright Nights, because last year, I personally thought that the actors stepped it up a bit from the first year, in that they were going for the scares a lot more, and it was a bit more intense, but that might have just been my run-throughs. So yeah, I'm hoping this year it's the same as I found it last year. Fingers crossed. As well as that, we've got the return of survival games. Brilliant to see. Not surprised. It was, well, the most expensive Fright Nights investment to date, I'm pretty sure they said last year. So no surprise. Great to see. I'm hoping they'll add an extra dynamic, and I'm going to put it out there now. Creek Freak's gone this year, and that was the chainsaw maze. Of all the mazes in the lineup, I personally think we might see chainsaws in survival games. I've put it out there. I'm probably completely wrong. I usually am with speculation, but it would be great great to see. But nonetheless, really excited to get into this maze again this year. Last year, only just did it, nearly wussed out because I was too scared, because I'm a massive wuss with Fright Nights, to be honest. But I'll go in it this year again and hopefully add other dynamics, given that last year, my only one run through of it, I was absolutely terrified, I'll be honest. So we'll do it again this year, see what it's like. I'm hoping it's equally as good as it was last year. Great to see. Which then leads us on to our third and final maze, which is obviously the new maze for this year, Stitches, which looks to be really creepy, to be honest. I was watching the teaser when it was announced, and it really did send shivers down my spine. I don't know what it is about this maze, but this is probably going to be the one this year that absolutely terrifies me. So really excited to go into it. Haven't read too far into the teaser like descriptions for this, because I want this maze to be one where I don't know what's coming. In the last year with survival games, I found that I read into it too far, which was probably why I was so scared before going in the thing. But I think it would be great this year to go into this maze without knowing what's coming and seeing what happens. But yeah, it looks as though from the teasers, because I'm not going to go any further than that, it's themed around some form of like place where they make stuffed animals, from what I could hear, and stitching, and with obviously it being called Stitches, I'm guessing there's going to be some horrible sort of gory aspects to this maze. We'll see, don't really know. Really excited to see though. Again, it's great to see a new investment for the event. So yeah, that's the lineup that I could see from what I've read through and seen through teaser campaigns. If I've missed anything out, please do put it in the comments. I don't want to miss anything out. If I have, apologies, it wasn't intentional. I think that it's a great lineup. We haven't had any things at Thorpe Hot Fright Nights for quite some years now that have lingered in terms of mazes, in that Trailers is the oldest maze there now, and it's only been there for the past 2 years, which is great to see. It's great to see the event constantly getting new investments, so I'm not going to criticise Thorpe fully. I will also say I still don't agree with paying for mazes. I haven't since it's been brought in. I know that in COVID I sort of cut them some slack, said they're clearly struggling for money after the massive pandemic, everyone's struggling for funding and budgets. I understood it and kind of thought that's fair enough, but I'm not liking that it's becoming the new norm, I'll be honest. So as much as I criticise Towers for it, I can't leave it for Thorpe's, because I'm not just going to unfairly say, oh, Towers makes you pay for mazes, when not mention it for Thorpe. So yeah, don't agree with it here either. Don't agree with it any scare event. Side rant over, probably being way too harsh there. Please do let me know what you think about this event in the comments, because I'll be honest, I'm really excited for Fright Nights this year. I think it's going to be great, and I'll be honest, I've already booked my day entries the days that the campaign started for the teasers, because I'm so excited. I love the maze lineup we've got this year. Last year, both Trailers and survival games were some of the best mazes I did that year, and we've got those again this year, and then a new maze which looks like it's going to absolutely terrify me, because I usually do get terrified in scare mazes. I am that person that jumps at every single jump scare. But really excited, great to see. Can't wait to see what the park offers. Please do, as I said, let me know what you think in the comments of the lineup, if you like it, if you think that there's anything else they could add, and please let me know what you think. If you did enjoy this video, please do like and subscribe. It really does make the world of difference and really does help this channel out a lot. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.